Good morning, everyone. And I was thinking today, and a friend of mine called me last night. Um, a lot of us are still suffering. And what's sad is the VA won't recognize that we have something wrong with us unless we over exaggerate our freaking circumstances so they can give us some type of recognize and give us compensation. And I refuse to pretend to be something I'm not just so that the VA can recognize. Because you know what? If I was blind, I wouldn't have to pretend to be blind for them to help me. If I was partially blind, they would evaluate my blindness based on how good I see, and they would reward me based on how much sight I have left. If I could hear or partially hear, they would evaluate how much hearing is left, and they would reward me based on that. So why would I have to pretend to be completely deaf for you to realize I have a hearing problem? And someone who has a slight hearing problem, they get recognized for that, and they get help so that they can be able to hear on a level so that they can compete and so they can participate in society. So why do we have to go to the VA and pretend like we're freaking totally incapacitated for the VA to recognize that we're not crazy? There's nothing wrong with us. We just want to be compensated for the fact that we have to do extra things in order to survive now like a normal person. If someone loses their freaking leg below the knee, just so you can say that they're an amputee doesn't mean they got to take a hacksaw and cut themselves above the knee for you to recognize that part of their leg's missing. You compensate them on what's left. None of us are saying that nothing's wrong with us. We're just saying in order for me to function in society, there's some extra steps I need to take. No, I can't enjoy baseball games anymore like I used to. No, I can't be in a crowded room full of people like I used to. I'm not saying that I don't want to work. I'm not saying that I don't want to participate in society. I want you to recognize that what you did to me changed me. And I want to be compensated for the extra work I have to do to be able to integrate myself back into society. I should not have to pretend like I can't hold a job. I don't have a home. I can't function for you to say, oh, I think you have a problem. We're going to give you something to know. That's not how it should be. I want you to recognize what you did to me and what I have to do to be productive the way I was before you did this to me. That's all I'm asking. Give me what I deserve. If it's only 40%, then let it be 40%. But don't look at me and say, well, you look good. You got a good job. You're doing okay. You don't need any. No. Would you, just because someone blind can make it to work and they're one of the best employees over there, you're going to all of a sudden say they're no longer blind? And take away their red cane and take away their dog? Because someone who is hearing impaired can wear hearing aids and now function, you're going to say they're no longer disabled and take their hearing aids away from them? Or do they have to it doesn't make sense. So don't do that to us and make us have to pretend in order to get recognition for what happened to us, that we have to pretend that we're this just pile of mess for the VA to say, hey, I think there's a problem with you. No, you guys know what's wrong with us. This is not the first time we've been to war. This is not the first time people have come back from war. So I don't want to hear, well, we're still studying. My buddy Cole Ward put on his Facebook page this morning, coronavirus hits, we're going to throw $5 billion at that. We've been coming back from war forever. When are we going to figure out how to fix the people that come back? And stop just putting a Band-Aid on it. Oh, we'll just medicate you and you'll go away. No, it doesn't work that way. Again, I go back to people that have dogs that they raise for fighting. There are people who take the time and they reprogram these animals and they become these big wagging their tongue, happy dogs. It's the same thing with us. You just don't want to take the time with us. Well, I asked each one of our veterans who are success stories, who took the time to rewire yourself, and I want to be included in that party. I'm going to try to help other people. Since the VA, we have to pretend. And if you start to pretend you're crazy just to get benefits, wherever your mind manifests itself, sooner or later it starts to live in that zone. So we need to stop it. We need to stop. We need to hold the VA accountable. And again, join your VFWs, join your American Legion. That's our voice. Call your senators, write your senators and your Congress people, the people that we put in office to represent us, the people who are sworn to the same Constitution that we volunteered to give our lives for. You need to recognize what you guys did to us. And we're not just going to be cast aside or made to pretend that something we're not in order for you to count us. No. No. I am a functioning member of society. And I still want to. I'm 48 years old. I'm not going to just give up on life because I'm freaking a veteran. And I just want to sit in a chair and be uncounted anymore. No. I still want to work. I still want to be productive. I still want to help other people. I still want to get an education. I want to further my education. I still want to function in this world. So don't put me in a predicament where I have to pretend like I'm useless in order for you to recognize what you guys did to me. And I didn't even go through what so many other people went through. So to imagine the ones that lost arms, lost legs, lost eyes, lost their families, lost their husbands, wives. No. 22 veterans commit suicide every day. This is not only for veterans. I'm saying this for civilians, even for people who haven't even served. If you're going through something traumatic, reach out, get help, fix yourself. You can still function in this society. Just like if you were blind or if you couldn't hear, there's things that make you that put you on a level playing field. And that goes for all of us. All of us, whether you served or not. You guys can do it. Troop your lines. Check on your people. Call your buddies. Call your friends. Go visit one of them. Go visit somebody. Paul, I'm going to come visit you. I will. That's my promise to you. I'm going to come visit you, bud. And everybody else who I serve with. If I get a chance or I'm in your town, I'm going to come bug you. I'm coming bug you. I love you guys. Peace.